name is Steve Stevens, the best sports consultant money can buy. I make more money betting sports than anybody in the world. I'm the one that tells you who to bet. I'm not a bookie, I'm the Bookie Killer.
If money talks, then I got a lot to say. I'm on the grind trying to make $100,000 a day. With game that I pick, believe me, it's a winner. What I know could get you rich, cause all I pick is winners. Welcome to Las Vegas. Money talks, money talks. Welcome to Las Vegas.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. VIP Sports Podcast, November 6, 2015. Steve Stevens, a.k.a. the Bookie Killer, sitting here with my partner in crime, the Big Skipper. What up, Skip?
Just getting ready for another big weekend, man. College football, big day tomorrow. NFL this weekend. Christ, the college team's only got about 3 or 4 games left. What are we heading into? Week 9 in the NFL? Week 8 in the NFL?
What I tell you, the season goes at a flick of the fucking snap of the fingers, pal.
It's flying. Don't blink, man, because you'll miss the season.
Well, hey, we haven't missed too much. We're getting, kicked out of the MGM properties.
Yes.
Cantor Casino sends me a personal message from Cantor saying that they don't want my business anymore. Make sure you look forward to that. We're going to be filming that later on today. We'll put that on Instagram and our Twitter to let you guys know. A lot of people talk about betting big. I'm actually in the streets shutting down casinos, taking them on head on. They don't want Steve Stevens bets anymore.
It's actually mind-boggling. We're here in Las Vegas, the gambling capital of the world, and we've been shut out of about 7 books in the past 7 days.
Well, I know you got your, why don't you tell me your story? You got your picture taken. Tell me a little bit about where you got 86 because I knew you were VIP.
I got shut down at the Mandalay Bay.
Okay.
I was just trying to cash those tickets from the TCU game.
Correct.
And I was going to make another bet for Saturday's game. And they said, sir, we don't want your bets anymore.
Yeah, they don't have to give you an excuse. They have the right to refuse your service. They don't have to tell you why or anything.
I had already cashed the TCU bet. I had put my money down on the game for Saturday. Okay. The ticket person gave me the ticket already back. I had the ticket, and I was just cashing in the difference between the winning on the TCU game and what I was wagering on the game Saturday. And the manager came running over, and he's like, hold on. He's like, what's going on here? What's going on, And we started talking, and he's asking me a bunch of questions. He's like, sir, we don't want your bets in here anymore. I said, you got to be kidding me. I mean, you're afraid of a couple $5,000 bets?
I heard they made you look up into the camera and take a picture and kicked you out of every one of the MGM properties.
They made the ticket writer.
The sports book, not the casino. You're not a degenerate. You can go drink and gamble, but you just can't be in the sports book.
Oh, they'll let me go to the crap table or the baccarat table and spend thousands of dollars.
Yeah,
but they will not let me bet in the sports book.
That's a fact.
They made the ticket writer cash the ticket back out that they had already printed for me for Saturday's football game. Give me my money back. They said, sir, see the cameras right there? We're presently taking a picture of you, and your picture will be sent to every MGM Mirage Sportsbook in town, and you are not allowed to bet on any MGM properties.
Hey, man, you roll with the Bookie Killer. That's the price.
Shut him down!
That's the price you pay when you fuck with the Bookie Killer, baby.
I mean, let's be honest for the people. We normally have runners making our bets. Steve and I don't walk into the book.
Well, they already know. I make my lines. I make my bet right online on my app. I'm with Cantor. I bet fucking 6 figures right on my app. I don't run around and place bets anymore.
Right, and we have runners that actually place bets for us for this particular reason.
Well, small guys, $50,000 bets. Like, for instance, yesterday, we bet $50,000 on Western Michigan. Absolute blowout fucking winner.
Never in doubt.
Annihilated those motherfuckers.
Another beautiful call, Steve.
But here's the deal. So I get a call from the GT department or whatever from the Palms Hotel. Mm-hmm. They're like, is this Darren Notero? I'm like, anybody that calls VIP Sports and asks for Darren Notero, best believe that's either the bank, a family member, or a motherfucking prankster that doesn't have any business calling me by my motherfucking name. You understand that? Mm-hmm. So they're Darren Notero. Yeah, you were in the Palms earlier. You made a $10,000 wager. Mm-hmm. And we just want to let you know that we would like for you to come get your money back.
I heard the whole fucking thing.
Yeah, we have it on tape, and we'll let our fans know a little bit more. We want you to come get your money back. Your bets are no longer welcome at our Cantor casinos here at the Palms Hotel. People, this is for real. You can't make this shit up. We've been shut down by the MGM Mirage books here in Las Vegas. We've been shut down by CG Technology, which is Cantor Gaming. They are telling us... They own the whole fucking strip, guys. They're basically blackballed. They said we're blackballed from betting any sports basically in the whole state of Nevada. Between the MGM Mirage and Cantor Gaming, CG Technology, I mean, you just wiped out probably
20 properties in town.
And this is what I want you guys to understand, ladies and gentlemen. People in our business, they don't fucking shut down books, okay? They put videos and act like they're on the Las Vegas Strip. They have videos talking about their wise guys. They're making big figure bets, and these guys live in a 2-bedroom apartment making no bets at all.
We have legitimately been shut down. This is no fucking joke, people. We've been shut down, and you're going to see.
What do you mean? I had TMZ fucking reporters out there asking me, Steve, I heard that you got shut down by the Palms, this, that, and the other.
Yes.
But anyway, we're giving it to you true. Yes, it's true. Yes, the Palms, Cantor Casino, they have shut me down for making any sports bets in their fucking casinos, which shuts me down in Vegas. Don't get me wrong. I have other options. I have people to get in my wagers. But ladies and gentlemen, people ask me, why did you open up a fucking sports consultant company?
This is why.
I think that fucking answers the question right fucking there, doesn't it, Skip?
Absolutely. This is why.
Because they won't allow me to bet. I bet as much as I can. I send runners out. Then my runners get caught. Skip and 5 other people got caught as affiliates of VIP Sports. That's why the fuck they got shut down.
Yes.
They will not take Darren Notero, a.k.a. Steve Stevens, bets.
That is a fact.
And by law, they don't have to say any response or why, but the bottom line is because I broke them the fuck off.
They don't have to give us a reason.
I'm giving my fans a reason because we broke off the strip for over 7 figures in the last fucking 6 weeks, and it's not going to fucking stop.
Well, the reason is obvious. We've been assaulting these books. I mean, just absolutely assaulting them.
They're mad that we're placing tickets on the fucking internet and the website. So, you know, at one point we're going to have to comply a little bit with these casinos because we don't want, I mean, I'm born and raised in Las Vegas. I don't want them to be mad at me. I want to keep everything on the up and up, but hey, I'm not the bookie. I'm a bookie killer.
For real.
Ladies and gentlemen, you got to understand one fucking thing. Just because they're shutting me down doesn't mean they're shutting you down.
Right.
That's why the fuck you need me. I can't get paid. They're shutting me down. They're not taking my bets, but they're not shutting you down. Go to VIPSportsLasVegas.com. I'll show you the fucking games, and I'm shutting the fucking casinos down. I'm a one-man band going up against these $100 million, billion-dollar corporations, and they don't want none of me. None of me, motherfucker. Fuck you.
No, thank you, sir. We don't want you.
You got all that money and you're scared of Steve Stevens. But yet they'll let a fucking joker make a $100,000 prop bet on the World Series to win $2 million.
Yeah, and the crazy.
But yet they won't let me make $10,000 bets. You know why? Because I make 6 figures a day. And as days in and weeks in and months in and years go by,
it puts a dent in their bottom
millions and millions of fucking dollars.
Well, if you've seen the numbers for the Nevada State sports books, down, I believe it was like 10 or 11 $1 million from the September numbers came out for the Nevada State, for the sports books in the state of Nevada.
Right.
For the month of September.
Right.
This year, the profit margin was down, I believe it was like $11 million over last September.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, guess who got that $11 million?
Oh, we're at least. If we're not at least fucking $10 million of that, motherfucker, I'll give you $1 million.
Oh, we put a huge dent in that $11 million.
One thing you got to understand, man, is everybody that has a website isn't 80%. We've had a lot of our guys ask us to explain why a lot of these websites out there say they're 50-0. Call this phone number, we're 61-3. Because look at me close, guys. You can say whatever you want on the internet. The internet is not regulated. You could put on there that you're 75-0. Why do you think they're on American Predator episode 75? You can put whatever you want on the internet. The internet is not regulated. That's why I've said it over and over and over. These guys are studio gangsters. They're email fucking gangsters. They tell you they're millionaires. They tell you they're this. And in reality, they're calling you from a 2-bedroom apartment from a cell phone, and they're not real deal.
Like Steve said, there's going to be a lot more about him being shut down in several sports books here in Vegas.
It'll be on the news.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot more about it. Believe me. Just stay tuned. And we might even play a couple recordings for you or show you a couple of videos.
No,
later.
we will for sure.
It's fucking for real. We've been shut the fuck down all over town.
That's right.
And when people, what you were trying to say is when people say, why do you sell your picks if you're so damn good, Steve? Well, what he's saying is this is why.
Because I bet the most amount of money you could possibly bet till they cut you the fuck off.
Yeah.
We send runners out, bet the most amount of money that we can get off. And you know how much money that is for all you guys out there that think you can get $1 million off, or one of these guys back east tell you that they move millions of dollars and know a guy that they're full of shit.
100,000.
They're full of shit.
Yeah.
50 and 100,000 is pretty much the most you're going to get off, period.
Okay.
Anybody that says they're getting more off, they're a motherfucking liar. If you have a account with Cantor and you've been with them for a year or two, like Floyd Mayweather or myself, and you've lost fucking hundreds of thousands, they'll let you fire. Plain and fucking simple. But you have to have an account that's been established. And nobody out there has that. So. No. But that's pretty much what that is. If you want to get a hold of us on Twitter, VIPSportsLV.com. We love your comments. We love your messages. You can call us at 877 220-6540. If you want to start making money, I'm the #1 documented individual in the fucking world. Nobody makes more money betting sports day in and day out than me and my fucking company, period. We do between 200 and 300,000 a week in business, and we don't do that from losing. Okay? Don't get caught up in all the bullshit. Don't get caught up with a telephone tough guy telling you how good he is. Any company out there that badmouths somebody else or has something bad to say, you don't want to do business with them anyway, because all they're doing is talking out the side of their fucking mouth.
Yeah, anybody trolling you on social media and begging you for their
Jesus
business.
Fucking Christ.
Anybody bad-mouthing someone else, obviously, you know.
If a girl sends you a picture of her tits and says, Steve sucks, call me, I mean, that's to the point where people are getting fucking down dirty, dude.
Desperate.
You know, this Chris Barr guy that's been a stalker in the sports industry forever. Chris Barr, when I ever get drunk in Arizona, you're going to get the worst ass whooping you've ever got in your life. And I've already told my attorney, it'll be a battery charge, and I will bang your fucking head into the ground and fucking hurt you bad. But all these guys that stalk our comments and the guys that say this, that, and the other, it's the same guy. His name's Christopher Barr. We've given you his address, and he's a motherfucking major stalker. He's a dick rider of Steve Stevens. Guy wears clothes like me, tries to be like me. He stalks our fucking website. He stalks us. He's been shut down over 37 times.
Steals pictures of our tickets.
He's been shut down over 37 times. What this fucking guy does is he opens up a new name, does a fake following, puts up one of our Twitters. He's actually spending money. He's the guy's losing money left and right. He owns a memorabilia shop in Arizona, and he's a straight fraud. Yeah. Christopher Barr is a motherfucking fraud. And
I was talking to somebody on the phone the other day that had contact with this fucking guy.
Yeah, and, he stole our name, and he's 702 Sports. He's a complete fraud that pitches out of his house.
He paid him like a $99 one-time fee, and then he charges $150 for every 1,000 he makes you. I mean,
the guy's pitching out of an apartment.
Yeah, here's a guy that has absolutely no confidence in his picks.
We've said enough about him, except for Christopher Barr, you're a fraud, and when I come out to Arizona, I'm going to beat the fuck out of you. I'm willing to catch a battery for you.
Here's the bottom line. We got a big fucking weekend coming up. College football game day tomorrow. Man, there's some marquee matchups tomorrow, my friend. Some big fucking games. LSU taking on Alabama. Wow, that's going to be a barn burner in the SEC, huh?
Well, I'll tell you one thing right the fuck now. It's going to sure put my man to the test. Leonard Fournette is really going to see. This is going to be his biggest fucking game, period. You got motherfucking #2 LSU against #4 Alabama. Doesn't really get any bigger than that, Skip.
Well, you know, when you get a big game like this, there's always fucking controversy. A couple hours ago, something came out where his family was taking money to start a fucking website. I guess when he was in high school, he had this little called Booga Nation. Stands for Being United Generates Attitude. B-U-G-A.
Just some motivational shit. Trying to make money when you're broke.
Yeah, the Bugga Nation or the Booga Nation.
Yeah.
You know, Being United Generates Attitude. So I guess he started this when he was in high school. And I guess some people were putting up some money. I guess this guy named Paul Price or some shit put up $10,000 to build a website for his Booga Nation.
Okay.
And a couple other people were throwing $20,000 around. I don't know. I don't know the exact details. Bottom line is they're saying his family was taking money under his Booga Nation. So anytime you get a big high-profile game like this,
right, you're going to get some bullshit.
All of a sudden there's fucking scandal. The day before the fucking game, all of a sudden there's scandal. He's got a website from something he was doing in high school, and people are throwing money at him, and he's selling merchandise. Anything to derail from the fact that this motherfucker is a Heisman Trophy candidate, probably the front runner. And he's got a big game against Alabama this weekend.
That's goddamn right. And he's more than likely going to get the Heisman. And I love how you say that because they do it in every sport.
They always do.
I love what happens the day before Floyd Mayweather's fight?
Always controversy.
Domestic violence, he's an abuser, something that has nothing to do with the fight, something that happened 20 years ago that he wasn't even, you know, I mean, what a fucking joke. It's not even relevant. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the day before the big game, all of a sudden, you know, somebody's paying him
taking money for an internet. Yeah. He's a bad guy. Yeah, I hear you.
Somebody's paying his family for a website.
I can guarantee you this. There'll be a lot of NFL scouts at that game.
Oh, hell yeah.
And it's going to be a... Now, let me ask you that. Is this a game that you bet, or is it a game you sit home and eat hot dogs and throw popcorn in your fucking mouth and eat chicken wings all fucking day?
It'll definitely be a fucking entertaining game. It'll definitely be something to watch, and the only way I'll be wagering it is if you tell me to.
Well, I can tell you one thing right now. We are going to have a little piece of information on that game.
Really?
So, like I said, you want to get involved. You want to get ahead of everybody else. You want to deal with the guy that breaks hotels. You want to get with the guy that gets blackballed in '86 from betting in the fucking whole city of Las Vegas, Nevada, where I'm born and raised, third generation.
You can't make this shit up, people.
You can come to my hotel. You can party. We'll give you comps. You can go to the clubs, but you stay out of our sports books.
No problem. I mean, we'll just find someone else to put the bets in.
No, that's a fucking fact. That's why I open a company. It's not going to stop,
It's not that hard.
I'm still going to fucking make millions of fucking dollars. I'm still going to consult fucking $30-40 million a year. We're still going to get bigger and bigger and better until gambling is legal.
That's what makes no sense to me. I mean, I just don't understand their business decisions.
Yeah, they're fucking.
I mean, it's not like you're going to stop us from getting money into the book.
No, there's too many people in Las Vegas that I'm going to send in there either fucking way.
Yeah, we're going to continue to pound you. We're going to continue to pound the shit out of the MGM. We're going to continue to pound the shit out of the Mirage. We're going to continue to pound the shit out of Caesars. We're going to continue to pound the shit out of Cantor Gaming.
And we're going to pound your bookie from the back as well at home.
Yeah, and we're not going to fucking stop.
Your bookie, listen, it's like we say, there's no sense of running down and fucking one bookie. We walk down and fuck them all.
That's it.
That's what the fuck we do. Moving on, NFL Thursday night recap. Woo! Last night, Cincinnati got the job done. 31-10 over the motherfucking piece of shit Browns. Manziel, everybody bets Manziel. Everybody goes broke. Cincinnati fucking beat the dog shit out of them last night. They remain undefeated. Shout out to the Cincinnati Bengals. Skip, did you have any idea the Bengals would be undefeated at this point of the season? And be honest.
I would have never projected that they'd be undefeated. I knew they were going to be solid. 8-0. No, I wouldn't have said they were going to be 8-0.
Okay, can they win it all?
Oh, that's an absolute no.
Absolute,
you're not going anywhere in the postseason with Marvin Lewis.
That's an absolute blowout no?
He's got a lot to prove to me, Marvin Lewis.
Yeah.
I mean, the coach of the fucking Bengals has been nothing but a disaster in the postseason. Andy Dalton, I'm not so sure, man.
You're not so sure?
He's not going to be able to get by Brady in the postseason. Come on.
Are you fucking kidding me? He doesn't have a chance.
No.
But like I said, solid team. You got to give it up to them, 7-0. Like I said, you got a lot of undefeated teams out there. And
we got Cincinnati 8-0.
Yeah.
We got Denver 7-0.
Correct.
We got New England 7-0.
Yep.
And we got Carolina 7-0.
Did you mention Denver?
Yeah, Denver 7-0, New England 7-0, Carolina 7-0,
Correct.
and Cincy's now 8-0. You know, in the AFC, you got 5 teams that are above 500 in the AFC out of what, 16?
Fucking amazing.
Only 5 teams. I mean, you got Cincinnati 8-0, Denver 7-0, New England 7-0, and then the next best team is the fucking Raiders and the Jets at 4-3.
Now, let me ask you, with all these undefeated records, do you think this is a better season than last year?
I think it's a little lopsided is what I'm trying to say.
It's big time lopsided. That's why I say if you have any clue what the fuck you're doing, you can make more money right now in NFL than you could possibly make in any investment you could possibly do. You can make more money betting the NFL right now than you could if you were selling keys of cocaine.
Well, I don't know about that.
I do. I'm trying to give it out to the street people.
Okay.
I mean, because we have politicians, we have attorneys, all you guys out there that make millions of fucking dollars, we can make you more money in the NFL than you do at your job. President Obama, I can make you more than that $400 grand you're making a year betting sports.
Oh, hell, I could teach him how to make more than that on the phone.
That's a fucking fact. Moving on.
That being said, what I'm talking about, you were asking me about lopsided. I think the NFL is very lopsided this year.
Why?
They pride themselves on parity.
Correct.
In the NFL, right? And most years it is. This year, it's either you're really fucking good or you're just really bad. I mean, look at the AFC South. You got
AFC South. Look at like a team like the 49ers.
Yeah, there's some really, really bad teams. I mean, the AFC South, you got the Colts at 3-5 and Houston at 3-5, and they're winning the fucking division.
That's my point.
You're 3-5 and you're in first place in the division.
What the fuck is this shit turning into, dude?
I mean, Jacksonville's 2-5 and Tennessee's what, 1-6?
Is that fucking amazing? And you're in first and second place.
You're 8 games into the fucking season, and the team in first place has 3 wins.
Well, it just goes to show, like I said, if you follow this shit very closely, you can see what's about to happen in the future. You don't have to have a crystal ball to see certain matchups are boys against men here, Skip.
Not a whole lot of parity in NFL. I guess that's the bottom line. This year, it's either you're really good or you're really fucking bad.
That's a fucking fact.
Yeah.
Because and then like you say, you have those in-between teams that you bet on, that if you bet on them, you lose. You bet against them, you lose.
Yeah, you got the Raiders, the Jets, 4-3, the Pittsburgh Steelers, 4-4, teams like that. You know,
correct.
That are middle of the road. You never know what the fuck they're
What about Arizona right now?
You never know what the fuck they're going to do. Arizona's 6-2. They're solid. They're in the top of the fucking NFC.
I'd have to say they're probably one of the best second-half teams in the game right now.
I'd probably agree with that.
They're solid as a fucking rock. They have really taken over that second half. Used to be Denver. Used to be Patriots. Was always Green Bay.
Patriots always go in the locker room, come out and score in the first drive of the second half. Always.
Always. They take pride in that shit.
Yeah, you can pretty much count on that. When they go to the fucking locker room and you get when you get them together, Belichick and Brady in the fucking locker room, chances are they're going to come out in the second half, and the first time they touch the ball, they're going to fucking score.
Took the words right out of my mouth. When you're dealing with a coach like Belichick, he's looking to shove it down your fucking throat and win the fucking game.
Especially this year.
That's why I love that fucking guy, to be honest with you. Moving on into marijuana news.
Marijuana. Now
marijuana news.
We're going to go from college football, LSU, Alabama, to the NFL.
Yes, sir.
And then straight into marijuana.
Right into marijuana. And DEA Chief Chuck Rosenberg says smoking marijuana as a medicine is an absolute fucking joke.
I think he's a fucking joke.
I know he's a fucking joke.
I'm not a smoker, and I don't even agree with that.
Tell that to an AIDS patient. Tell that to a cancer patient. He says, reports saying they have no evidence of smoking marijuana leaf. He's saying that there's components in THC that can help and medicate as a medication, but smoking the plant as a joint is an absolute fucking joke.
He's a fuck. This is the DEA chief?
And this is a DEA.
Well, this ain't the Surgeon General, right?
No.
I mean, this is the fucking Drug Enforcement Agency.
Guys, the only thing that he needs to understand is this guy doesn't realize that war on drugs is a motherfucking biggest joke ever.
Yeah, you want to know? Yeah, if you want to know what a joke is, that's a joke.
You're over here bad-mouthing marijuana, saying that it doesn't do anything for people when they have proven of facts that has helped cancer patients, by smoking it. Makes AIDS patients eat when they smoke it,
right.
Because edibles is completely different than smoking it.
Mm-hmm.
I've eaten edibles, I've smoked it. Edibles give you a body high. They make your heart kind of go fast. You see shit. Takes you to a whole different level. Smoking it gets you a head high, makes you hungry, does a couple different things with it. So here's a fucking...
Makes you cough a lot.
Right.
Makes my eyes water.
Well, like I said, it does have the lung effect. But like I said, they don't have... This guy is comparing it to a fucking drug. How many people have been overdosed on marijuana?
Not too many.
I'd have to say none.
I don't know.
I don't think there's...
It probably happens.
I've never heard of a case in my life where somebody's overdosed on marijuana, because overdosing is paranoia, headache, heart going fast. You don't fucking die. It's not like cocaine where you snort, your heart pumps till it fucking blows like a tire.
Right.
Nobody's ever overdosed on marijuana. Nobody's ever robbed a bank high on marijuana. People get pumped up on drugs and sherm and cocaine and crystal meth and rob a convenience store.
Well,
no one's ever went in and was like, hey, man, you got all your money or whatever, bro? Here's how a fucking bank robbery would go with a fucking weed guy. Can I get your money or whatever, bro?
Hey, bro.
You mind if I, get a couple dollars or whatever from you?
Yeah, bro, believe me, I really do got it.
Anyway, to Chief Rosenberg, you should change your name to Chief Chuck Suck a Dick. Because you're a fucking idiot, you're a piece of shit, and marijuana helps a lot of people. Not only that, but you should go on the political end of it, you fucking moron. If you're police chief, you should want to make it legal so your fucking city and state can make more tax money than you've ever made in your life, and you don't have any more weed dealers, you fucking idiot. You're a You know what? Chuck Rosenberg gets the fucking moron of the day.
So how do you really feel about this guy?
Well, I'm just saying, this is a police chief that says...
it's a DEA agent.
That DEA agent.
It's the chief of the DEA.
He knows all about drugs. This motherfucker knows exactly what he's doing. So...
Yeah, he's winning the war on drugs.
Yeah, you're winning the war, bro. You're doing real good saying marijuana is a fucking joke.
You should probably just get back to your real job, which is stopping fucking kilos and coming across the fucking border.
Worry about sexual predators. Worry about motherfucking kids getting taken to Mexico. Worry about the border, motherfucker. Worry about the war on drugs, about cocaine going from Mexico into here. Don't worry about anything we're fucking doing.
Yeah, what are you poking your nose in the fucking smoking?
You're a fucking
smoking
moron.
a joint for medical reasons.
Like I said, we're all about...
That's not his job.
No, if anything, he should be... If I was his boss on a political end, I would fire him for one reason. Can't put down marijuana because at the end of the day, you want to legalize marijuana. It's going to save our taxpayers a bunch of money. It's going to pave the roads. It's going to pay for the schools. It's going to pay for everything the motherfucking state can do and save guys like me and you from paying 40% tax to 20% tax.
Yeah, wasn't Obama just on the news this week talking about letting fucking people that are sentenced for minor drug shit, let them out of jail?
And him and his buddies aren't going to have to worry about setting up a high school student at the local 7-Eleven for buying 100 bag of weed.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's legal and he can buy it at 7-Eleven.
Yeah, why don't you try taking on the real problem?
Yeah, exactly. You're a fucking moron. Anyway, stay focused, worry about the things that matter, and...
Snap out of it, Chuck, and listen, if you need a winner, man, give us a call,
877-220-6540, because here's the question I want to ask you, Chuck. All these cops that beat fucking people up, that have rage, that snap on people and beat people up for no reason, and then when they go to court and say they have anxiety, you think if those guys smoked a little pot, they'd be so high-strung? Get your cops off steroids. Get your cops off coffee all day. Get them out of Dunkin' fucking Donuts and get the motherfuckers focused, would you? Because they're a little bit too fucking quick to tase a motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Why don't you have your cops fucking carry a one-hitter, take a little hit every now and then and mellow the fuck out a little bit?
Well, let me ask you questions. Do you think law enforcement and pedestrians would have a better relationship if the cops smoked a little bit of weed, if marijuana was legal?
I don't know what the fuck's going on out there in the streets, man. The streets are fucking dangerous, man.
Yeah, that's right.
On both sides of the fucking of this war, man. The streets are dangerous.
But you have a lot of cops that take pride in working out, getting real fucking police-like, doing steroids. You know, 90% of them are on steroids.
Yeah.
So, you know, they go through the academy. They want to be big. They want to get into all this. and they end up hurting people. They get too aggressive. And just learn how to do your fucking job. I mean, a lot of good police. Shout out to Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. Shout out to the Attorney General, Gaming Control Board. We got everybody's back. We donate left and right. Yeah. However, I'm saying there are those cops out there that testosterone's a little too high. Yeah. Instead of doing steroids, if they were smoking a little bit of weed, they wouldn't be worried about tasing motherfuckers. You know what I mean?
My philosophy's always been there's bad motherfuckers on both sides of this fence.
There's good and bad in every business. Right. There's good and bad doctors, good and bad lawyers. Fuck, there's even good and bad school teachers.
There's great cops.
I just seen on 48 Hours another teacher fucking her student.
Yeah, I agree. There's great cops out there. There's bad cops out there.
There's good and bad sports services out there.
Yeah, and there's bad motherfucking people on the street, and there's great people on the street. So,
not everybody that calls you is a liar, thief, cheat. Yeah. Every now and then you find someone who can actually do what they say they can do, and that's what you found when you found Steve
Every
Stevens.
situation is different, man.
So to the big police...
Everybody smoke a little weed and mellow the fuck out is what you're saying.
Make marijuana legal. It's going to get us a lot more money for our cities. It's going to get us a lot more money for our schools. Everybody's already smoking marijuana anyway. Right. Cuts out the dope dealer. Although when marijuana is legal like it is out here, it seems like the guy in the street has better weed than the fucking dispensaries. I'll be honest with you. My street dealer has better weed and better prices than the dispensary that you think you could go get every kind at.
Well, the street man's got to cut his prices now that you can go to the dispensary.
Oh, and they have. It's $200 a zip now.
Competition, my friend.
An ounce of Kush used to be $400. They're getting $350 at the dispensaries. Your local dope man will bring it delivered $210.
Well, this is America, man. Competition.
Shout out to the street dealers out there that have that potent Kush. I love you, fellas. Entertainment news. Eddie Murphy's girlfriend, Paige Butcher, which, by the way, I think she's beautiful. You ever seen her?
I don't think so.
She's a fucking knockout, dude.
Okay.
Is pregnant with Eddie Murphy's 9th child.
9th kid?
9th kid. He's got a fucking 26-year-old fucking kid.
Wow. Don't I remember a little while back, wasn't there rumors that he was gay?
Eddie Murphy?
Yeah.
No. I think he fucking went to get some head, picked up a transvestite one time, maybe hit her butthole and thought it was her puss or something. But yeah, no, it was an accidental gayness.
Maybe not.
You got to get
an accidental gayness.
Yeah, man, he was on a little cocaine, a little drunk, whatever. You got to get him a pass. You know what I mean? Driving around, seen a girl on the corner, came in, gave him a little head. He told her to bend over. She said she was on her period, fucked my butthole, and he fell for it. It wasn't his fault.
Lord,
in reality, he was holding his balls up in his front seat. You know what I mean?
We don't know if this really happened. This is just an allegation.
Well, they caught him with a transvestite. I mean, the police caught him. He got pulled over the whole 9 yards, just like Hugh Grant or whatever.
Oh, like a Caitlyn.
Yeah, well, Caitlyn hasn't been caught sucking a dick in a corner yet.
When will Caitlyn get to that level?
Caitlyn's there now. Caitlyn's going to either suicide or start taking dick, what she's wanted to do the whole time.
Oh, my God.
Because, like I said, she's not a real transgender person. She's a person that lost her testosterone, got her nuts cut off by a lady called Kris Jenner.
When his house goes into foreclosure, we'll see him down on Hollywood Boulevard with his fucking skirt up in the air.
No, that's not true. The guy has more money than God, and he'll always have enough money.
I know he does.
His true feelings of what he wants to do is just suck a good old-fashioned cock.
Oh, my God, and see what it feels like in the ass.
Yeah, he wants to take it in the ass because he wants to feel the pain. I'm sorry
I brought this up.
It's all in the stretch, Skipper.
Oh, God.
He wants to feel that stretch. He wants that tear to drop his eye. It's a teardropper. You know, for a male, when you take that real good shit, you might get a little tear. He wants to feel that stretch on a daily basis. So, you know, you just go ahead and come out the closet, realize you want to suck and fucking that's that, Caitlyn. But how'd you get me into that one?
I have no idea.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Let's move on.
Let's move on for sure. Eddie Murphy's on his 9th kid. That guy's shooting out kids left and right. What are some of your favorite Eddie Murphy? Listen, Eddie Murphy, to me, one of the funniest fucking comedians of all time. It goes Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy, and then my third, believe it or not, for black comedians, which are my favorite. I love Martin Lawrence as well.
Yeah, I like Chris Rock. He's a funny motherfucker.
Chris Rock, I don't find that funny. I like him. I think he's good in movies and this, that, and the other. He just annoys me. Ever since I seen Pookie on New Jack City, his character Pookie just stuck with me forever. And I just see him as this dumb motherfucking basehead. I don't like his look. I don't like nothing about him.
I like the old school Rodney Dangerfield.
Well, of course, Rodney Dangerfield was great, but give me some flicks that you liked of Eddie Murphy.
I don't know. I'm not a big Eddie Murphy fan.
You never fucking seen a stand-up Raw? Beverly Hills Cop.
48 Hours.
Huh? Trading Places, 48 Hours. Those are some fucking movies, man. Raw, when he was in the tight fucking lizard skin fucking purple fucking jumpsuit. Ostrich skin, fucking snake skin suit, Raw. He was giving it to him with no OJ, no straw. Oh, shout out to Eddie Murphy. I love his ass. Let's move into NBA then, since you want to get into my territory.
NBA?
Yeah, Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors are hot as a pistol. Hot as fish grease.
Yes.
Hotter than Khloe Kardashian's breath in the morning.
Well,
you know how fucking hot that is.
They're just taking all that momentum from the championship and fucking just continuing to move forward into the new season.
That's exactly how I feel. Listen, when you win a fucking championship, you keep the momentum go. These are young studs. You understand that?
Yeah.
These are guys that can continue to bring that noise day in and day out. Do you think they'll go into a slump at some point, Skip?
Well, I mean, it's an 84-game series. Season. At some point, they might lose 2 or 3.
They might lose 2 or 3. My question was, do you think at some time they're going to go into a slump?
No deep slumps, no.
No?
No.
You think they stay strong all year long?
I think they're focused. I think they're possessed. Curry's a fucking monster.
I think Curry sprains an ankle sometime in the season, goes out. I think they go on a 7-8 game losing streak in a row.
So your crystal ball's for seeing a fucking injury to Steph Curry.
I see an injury giving him 6-7 losses in a row. Other than that, I don't see him losing more than 3 or 4. I agree with you.
Right side's not going to like that. He's a big Curry fan all of a sudden.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Well, hey, I'm a Curry fan. I love him a lot. Moving on to this next guy who actually makes me sick. In LA Laker news, Kobe is struggling and frustrated. Oh, poor Kobe. He said he took a day off from practice, Skip, because he feels like he sucks right now.
That's because he does.
Well, Kobe, I want to let you know that you do suck right now and always. You were one of the best players of all times. Without a center, without a big man, you'll never be nothing. Without somebody rebounding for you, giving you the ball, and that was in your heyday.
Yeah.
Now that you've ran your mouth and you've talked shit about some of the best centers in the league, you've talked shit about LA, I don't even know why the fuck you're there. I like you as a young Kobe Bryant. I feel that you're still going to make the Hall of Fame, but I feel like you're just like a dead dog still trying to do tricks, bro.
I can't beat up on him too much. He's a Philly guy, man.
I don't give a fuck where
I'm
he's
not
from.
a Kobe fan. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a Kobe fan. Never did really care for him. However, I can't beat him up too hard.
So you never thought when he came in the league he was a fucking true G? Because I did.
Yeah. Oh, I loved him when he
followed
came in
him.
the
I
league.
actually compared him to a Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
He had good work ethic. He even showed up in suits. And you know what, Kobe? Shout out to you for still wearing the 3-piece suit, showing up to the games like a true professional, showing these young kids that, you know, skinny jeans and motherfucking Louis Vuitton shoes ain't where it's at, man. Do what you want on your off time, but be a professional. Anyway, says he sucks right now. You think Kobe can ever turn it around?
No, I think he should fade away.
Correct. I think you need to do like your 2010 fadeaway.
Yeah,
and get the fuck up out the game.
Yeah, the new boys are in town.
Because here's the deal. LA's a big city. They have a lot of people that support them. And the quicker we get a new team and quicker we get a superstar, quicker they move on.
I think Jack Nicholson and the boys in LA
they're disgusting.
I think they're actually disgusted with him at this point.
I think they're identical to myself and our boosters for the UNLV Running Rebel basketball program.
Time to move on.
Why, we still have David Rice for one more year. We're still disgusted. We're going to play it off for one more year because we have some good players. Oh, but next year, best believe, UNLV Running Rebels will have something exciting to talk about. We will have a new coach, and we will kick some fucking ass.
Rebels got some good young talent.
I tell you that. You watch them motherfuckers this year. Yeah. We don't want to get too hyped up on them because we want to get Rice out of there. That's why you're not going to hear the boosters pump us up too much this year. But Kobe Bryant, you're done. I think the LA Lakers need to go get a new stud. You need to go get a new franchise player. And that's that. Because like I said, Kobe Bryant without defenders, without a big man, he shoots too much, he misses. Without that, he'll never be nothing. So you get rid of him, and yes, Kobe should retire.
It used to be he shoots, he scores. Now it's he shoots and he misses again.
Every superstar stud that comes in the league eventually stops going to the hole.
Yeah, at some point
they don't want to twist their ankle. They don't want to go to the hole. They're a superstar that doesn't want to get their shit thrown out of the arena by a 24-year-old stud. And there's a lot of things. They get soft, plain and fucking simple. Just like rappers or entertainers, they start out writing about the streets or the trailer park where they're from. Then they get millions of dollars. They're on top of the hill living with the elite and rich, and they're not the same artists that they were before.
They get complacent and they get old, and they change their ways, and it just doesn't work.
Comfortable would be exact.
Yeah, complacent.
Would you say you're comfortable as a salesman?
I'm always fucking striding to find new fucking levels of success.
You always have, and that's one thing I loved you about, but you never thought...
I never rest on my fucking laurels, Steven.
No. Well, you can't.
Never.
Right when you think you have enough, is that when you get lazy and comfortable, or is that when you keep going? That's when you...
That's usually when I go out and fucking blow another 50,000, so I have to come back and make some more.
You have to stay in debt. You have to stay in debt to make money.
Yeah, you got to keep pushing yourself.
You've got to stay pushing.
You got to stay in trouble. You got to keep fucking spending money. You got to keep taking care of the family. You got to keep fucking drinking alcohol. You got to keep fucking firing in the casino. Because if you sit on a big fucking stack, you get complacent. You got to spend that motherfucking shit, get yourself in fucking trouble so you can come back to fucking here and get some more.
I love your fucking attitude. Hashtag don't get comfortable. You got to stay buying shit. You got to fucking put yourself in debt. Buy that Ferrari if you didn't think you could afford it. Buy the fucking $800,000 house if you can only afford $500,000. Because it's going to put your back against the wall and you're going to perform harder than you've ever have in your past. You're going to keep your mind on your money and your money on your motherfucking mind. Stay in debt. You got to feel good, look good to make money. Plain and fucking simple. If you're not confident in yourself, if you don't feel like you're the best in the world, you won't be. Nobody's better than you. You're your worst enemy. If you tell yourself you can get it done, don't let nobody tell you that you can't get it. You're a bad motherfucker. You can accomplish anything you want if you put your mind to it, Skipper. You just got me pumped the fuck up a little bit.
You said it right. Get your fucking back up against the wall so you know what it feels like to get your fucking back up off the fucking wall.
And go get in fucking debt and go fucking work your motherfucking ass off. Anybody that gets comfortable, you're not doing it the right way, fellas. You have plenty of time to rest when you're dead.
You think you're winning a lot of games? You think you're doing well on your own? You think everything's fucking fine? You're driving a fucking BMW, you're driving your fucking Mercedes,
and you're complacent.
You're going home to your $500,000 house. Yeah. You got your beautiful wife, your beautiful fucking kids. Well, guess what? You can get fucking more.
That's a motherfucking fact. You think you're the big man on campus? You think that there's nobody bigger? Look at me. There's always somebody out there with a bigger dick and a bigger fucking bankroll. Don't ever be fucking happy. Don't ever be complacent with what you have. You keep pushing forward. You keep going hard so your kids can fucking live and have a life that you didn't have.
And if you are out there and your back's up against the fucking wall, 877-220-6540, grab our fucking hand and me and Stevens will get you off that fucking wall.
That's a motherfucking fact. You want a motherfucking bodyguard that's going to have your back, paint his face, and go to fucking war for you? That's Steve Stevens, a big skipper at VIP Sports. Doesn't matter what the fuck it takes. I'll spend millions of dollars. I'll find every piece of information. If somebody was caught last night doing drugs, someone was in a club till 7 in the morning, if somebody's fucking somebody's wife, I'm going to find out about it, period. And I'm going to pay to get that done because information and money is power. And if you have money and power, you're going to get respect. And if you got respect, you're going to be the baddest motherfucker to walk the earth. Nobody wins like me. Nobody's better than us. And I can tell you right now, success comes within you. You can be whatever you want to be. You can go to the next level. Don't let anybody tell you you can't accomplish something. They're called dream stealers. You tell them to eat a fucking dick. I've been shut down. I've been abused. I've been knocked to the ground several different times. I've got back up. I've been a millionaire 4 different times and went broke before I finally got multi-millions.
That's why you and I love each other. That's why we work together so
I won't give up, Skip.
You can't keep me the fuck down. I'm too fucking big. Kick me some more, motherfucker, because I'm coming right back after you.
Oh, that's a motherfucking fact. You know what?
I don't even think we do the next fucking segment. Let's just get the fuck out of here. Let's go get on the phone and let's go make these fucking people some money.
You know what? I love your fucking attitude. You know what? You know what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen? We're going to take pride in making you guys money. We're shutting sports books down out here in Las Vegas. I've been banned by every motherfucking casino, every motherfucking sports book in Las Vegas. You want to make some real money? You want to fucking make more money betting sports than you've ever made in your life? Go to VIPSportsLasVegas.com. I'm going to make it a personal fucking mission to take you over and beyond what you ever thought was fucking possible.
It's a big fucking weekend, people. College football, NFL, hockey, fucking NBA. The college basketball fucking starts this week.
And I couldn't be more fucking excited. It's everyday fucking money, Skipper. Like I said.
Get a hold of us now.
November and December, biggest months to make money in the motherfucking world. You like getting paid? VIPSportsLasVegas.com. VIP Sports Podcast. VIPSportsLasVegas.com. Big Skipper, Steve Stevens. See ya. Wouldn't want to be you. And again, we love you. Don't let the players be the only ones that get paid. And Cantor Casino, dick up in you, fuck you, homie. They don't call me Bookie Killer for nothing.
It's going to be a big weekend with or without you, Cantor.
See ya, wouldn't want to be you. Bye-bye. And believe us, we will still get paid.
It's going to be a big fucking weekend, Steve.
If money talks, then I got a lot to say. I'm on the grind trying to make $100,000 a day. We play with big cash and we blowing money fast. Riding in a plush Benz trunk full of money bags. I need a G for every light bulb on the Vegas Strip. Naked bitches in my mansion dancing to some player shit. Made a grip on the grind, but I started out with nothing. Dealt me a bad hand, but I still won bluffing. I'm Steve Stevens. I make G's.